My name is Charlie Buckeye. I've lived in Runnemede since 1964. So I've been a resident of Runnemede for 48 years. I married a young lady from Runnemede, so my wife is going through the school system here. I have a son and daughter. My son is 33, serving in the United States Army. My daughter is an English teacher at Voorhees. They both came through the Runnemede school system in Triton High School. I started my working career in 1972. I was an instructor, a teacher at Cherry Hill West. I was a teacher at Highland High School. I taught photography, commercial art, and printing. I worked my way up administratively. I left the Blackbird Pike District in 1985, and I was the assistant principal at Camden County Vocational School because of my trade background. So before I started teaching, I also worked in the trades. Went over there for 3 years as principal, and then I was the principal of the vocational school for 18 years. I've been retired for 6. Prior to retiring, I was on the Regional Board of Education for 2 terms. I was also commissioner of the Olympic Conference athletic program, and I also was a state committee chairman for New Jersey Principal Supervisors Association. I ran the committees for selecting outstanding administrators and supervisors. I've written some papers. I did a presentation in Washington, D.C. on national education about keeping children in school, things to do to keep children in school. And since retiring, I've also written a book. I've got a book out there, and I'm Pounding the Pavements. It's being used in some school systems and some colleges. But the reason why I want to be back on the Board of Education, when I was younger, I coached here in town in soccer and baseball and gave back to my community. Now that I've got a lot of time on my hands, I want to do it again, and I want to serve the town of Runnemede. I've had the opportunity in my experiences in education to see what works and what doesn't work in the classroom, and what's important. And what's important is you have to have the best trained teachers possible. And once you have them, you need to give them the best professional development possible. And once you have that, we can give our kids the best possible education. I also want to be careful on how we spend money. We all know the tough times we're living in, and as residents of Runnemede, if we can keep the taxes stable, that's a great thing. The biggest reason why I want to run is I want to give back again to the kids in our community, make sure they get the best quality education they can. I know they're getting a good education, but we can always do better. Thank you, and I want to wish all the candidates good luck, because I'm sure every single person that's running is a good person, and they want to do the same thing. But I hope you'll vote for me next Tuesday. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Buckeye.
You're welcome.
For setting the tone. Hi, everybody. My name is Samantha Spalding. I was also born and raised here in Runnemede. I'm a product of this school system. My daughter, who is currently a junior at Triton High School, and my son is in kindergarten at Downing. They are the 3rd generation of Sampolskis to go through the school system. So I decided 7 years ago that I wanted to give back to my community, and I ran for the Board of Education, so I'm currently serving my 7th year. That same year, I also just made a commitment to devote myself to the education of the students in Runnemede, and I took a job at Triton High School after receiving my master's as a reading specialist from St. Joseph's University. I feel as though I've been an asset to the Runnemede Board of Education. I've saved jobs, I have saved money. I believe that our students have wonderful teachers, are in wonderful hands. But like Mr. Buckheim, or excuse me, Mrs. Wilson mentioned, it's a very important year this year. The Runnemede School District is going to go through extreme changes with the leadership, and I feel as though it's important to have someone with experience and someone with educational background to lead us in the right direction. I'm an active member of the PTA. I'm very approachable. I also help out in town with the VFW. I'm a ladies auxiliary member. And I just feel as though I want to continue to make a difference in the lives of all of our children. And I hope that you two will consider me next Tuesday again. I wish all the ladies who are coming out, I appreciate what you're doing. I was in your shoes 7 years ago. I wish all of you luck, and Mr. Buckheim. But I just want to again say that I believe in our school system, but like Mr. Buckheim said, there's always room for improvement. And this is a very, very important year, so I hope you take that into consideration and vote for the 3 best people that you think will do the right thing for your children, because they're the most important things. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. I'm Tara Aversa Root. I am number 7 on the ballot. I'm at the bottom. I lived in Runnemede for about 14 years now. I'm married to my husband Michael for 16 years. I have 2 boys in the school district, both here at Volts. I have my son Michael's in 8th grade and my son Cooper is in 4th grade. I own my own business. I am a florist. I own a Versus Flower Shop in Glendora. And I am at a point, I'm very fortunate to have the time to give back to my community, to help the school district. And I do feel that our kids are our future and we want the best for them. And I know, as like my mom instincts, I know that I can vote in a good way to make sure that it's best for them, for the kids. I feel just as passionate as Samantha does and Charlie does about the school district. I think it's a great district. We're very, very lucky to have such wonderful teachers and administrators. But there is room for improvement. Maybe improvement's not the word. It's I don't know. I kind of think, I don't want to say that it's, make something, we want it to be better, but I think we're really good. And I feel that I can help out in the community that way. And I hope that you vote for me and 2 other wonderful people that you want to choose. And I will, just again express my appreciation to the people in the community and to the teachers and the administrators for Runnemede to make it as good as it can be. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amy Fabry, for those of you that don't know. I have a 3rd grader at Bingham and 3-year-old twins here at the preschool program. And I've been an active participant within the community and on the PTA for the last 3 years. Recently I've become last year I was the corresponding secretary, and this year for the PTA, as well as the donation chair for our basket auction, which I'm going to toot our horn. We raised over $14,000, and we took every kid on a field trip this year, which was a really good deal for us. As I said, I have been on the school board for the past year. I've been on curriculum, the personnel committee, as well as the superintendent search. And this year, as Mrs. Wilson said, when she took my speech, and I didn't let you say it, said that this is a vital year upcoming, and we have some major decisions to make. And the choices we make in the upcoming year will shape our school district for years to come. So having the right people in place to make those choices is imperative. Let's see. I would definitely like to be a part of the process in ensuring that our children get the best quality education possible. And I'm dedicated to working with all of our school board members in order to ensure that. So please vote for me. I'm number 5. I'm at the bottom as well. And it'll be a hard day on Tuesday to make those choices, but I'm sure you'll make the right one. Thank you. Charlie, come on.
You guys are hard to follow, let me tell you. Hi, I'm Patty Adair. I'm obviously have 3 boys that I'm very proud of, that have 2 of which have gone through the system. The other one is before the system, before I was here. But anyhow, they've gone through the system. I love the school system. I work full-time for an eye doctor in town here. I've dedicated all my spare time to community service in this town. I love this town, and it's been there for me when I had my hard times. So my theory is to give back to the community as well. But I have served in the school as a PTA member. I also was a school rep for 4 years at Volts here. Plus, I was instrumental, no pun intended, in restarting the band association again. And I am now involved with the
GFWC Women's Organization as the international chair. And I also work with the churches in the Barrington area, because that's where I go to church, doing community service to help the people, the needy people of Barrington. And I had more from them. Plus, I served in the RYAA in different areas for 7 years. And I was running for school board because I think we need just a little bit more community involvement, more that the community knows. I mean, I think it was great that we did this year with asking the community and the teachers what they wanted to see, and the superintendent what they wanted. And I think we need to do that more often. Maybe find a way to get a newsletter out or the agendas out before the meeting instead of the night of the meeting. Because I fumble through it trying to find out what I need to know before, because I don't get here till last minute. So on next Tuesday, I would like you to vote for me. I am number 1. And whoever else you think is good for the job. And the interest of the children is the most important thing. Thank you.
Mrs. White came, Mrs. Ober was number 6. Her mother was taken to the hospital, so she's not going to be here tonight. So she's having many things going on, many issues. But I know she's truly interested in our school district. She came out the night that they spoke to fill. We had a spot that we were filling that Mr. Buckeye got, and that she was interested in our district. I think she's new to town.
Kathy's lived in town over 20 years.
Okay. When she came, she was telling those she was just getting involved.
Yeah,
in
just
some-
getting involved.
Just getting involved. I think she got involved in the library. She's working with the library and some other things. So just to give you, her name's Kathy Ober, and she is on the ballot for school board.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Nafis. I'm running for school board. I am number 4 on the ballot, so right middle of the road. I prepared a letter, so I hope you guys don't mind if I read it, because I get a little tongue-tied in front of groups. It says, "Dear Runnemede residents, I'm writing this letter to introduce myself and speak about the upcoming school board election on November 6th, 2012. I've lived in Runnemede for 13 years with my husband Fred and 2 children, Michael and Katie. I'm the former secretary to the Runnemede Music Association. I served with Patty as our president, and I'm a current member of the Triton Music Association. I've been a registered nurse for 21 years. I've proudly served Runnemede for the last 17 years as a visiting nurse. So many of you in this room know me as a visiting nurse. I came for your family members and that type of thing. I'm a member in good standing of District Council Number 1, Genesso International Union of Operating Engineers, AFL-CIO. And I participated in negotiating the last 2 contracts for my coworkers. I'm a certified nurse preceptor, so what that means is I take new nurses to home care under my wing and kind of teach them the ropes. Also completed coursework as a legal nurse consultant. I don't practice as a legal nurse consultant, but I've done coursework. In 2009, our company, I work for Virtua, we participate in Six Sigma, which is perfecting paperwork processes. So our team met, we were charged with saving the company money, and we were able to save them $35,000 just by eliminating 1 piece of paper. So we were honored by our CEO over at the Mutter Museum. If anybody has ever been to the Mutter Museum, it was a catered affair and it was quite memorable. In 2010, I was honored as Virtuous Nurse of the Year for outpatient patient experience. In 2011, I was invited to participate in a violence prevention committee. We report out to the CEO of Virtua, and we create policies and procedures to protect over 8,000 employees against violence in the workplace. It's a hot button issue, especially with a lot of health systems in urban areas. So I'm one of 15 members that meet monthly and report out to our CEO. So I have a couple of goals if I'm elected to the school board. I hope you guys will consider me. Number 1 is to increase accountability of staff, administration, and fellow board members in regard to conduct, fiscal responsibility, and performance. To decrease legal fees for the district, and also to ensure that every child in our district receives a quality education and ensure that extracurricular activities remain a part of Runnemede School District's education plan. This will be done with knowledge, experience, and fiscal responsibility. Thank you for your time.
I'd like to thank all the candidates for coming tonight. We appreciate you coming out. We appreciate you, we as a town appreciate you to take on this endeavor. I myself have been on Black Horse Pike Regional for 14 years, and many of you don't realize that this is not one meeting a month. This is committee meetings. These people donate a lot of time to, this is a big, big commitment for them. And it's nice to have a variety of people that want to get involved. For many years, we didn't have people that, and now each year we have people that are stepping up and they want to get involved and be involved with our students. And we see that with the number of people here now. These are all volunteers that help out in our schools, and we're very thankful for that. So if candidates want to stay for our meeting, you're welcome to stay, or anybody that needs to leave, you can leave now. We're going to have a room mother meeting first.